All right. So while you're getting cozy on your mat, start to bring your awareness to your breath. Gladys, do you want the heating pad on you?
No, I'm fine. I want to see.
You're good right now?
I think I'm okay right now.
Okay.
I've got all these layers on me, so. But if
I'm just going to turn it on so that if you do
okay. Yeah.
decide that you want to use it, it'll already be nice and hot.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so bringing your awareness to your breath, breathing in through your nose, and breathing out through your nose or your mouth, whichever feels most comfortable for you today. And as you're taking these nice deep breaths, just start to notice what you're feeling with your breath. Can you feel your belly rise as you inhale? Can you feel your belly floating back downward or deflating or relaxing back to neutral as you exhale? Are you breathing deeply? Does your breathing feel easeful to you? Or are you noticing any tension or tightness anywhere with your breath? Take note of anything that you're feeling in your body as you take these nice deep breaths. Take note of any discomfort or tension or imbalance. And with your next breath, move your awareness to your head and your neck. Notice how your head feels on the floor this morning. Does it feel heavy? Does it feel light? Does your head feel pulled or turned or tilted more to one side than the other? Are you feeling or sensing a tightness maybe in one side of your neck? Are you noticing any tension or discomfort in your head, your neck, your face, your jaw? Take note of anything that you're noticing and feeling. With your next breath, continue to move downward, moving to your chest and your shoulders. Notice how your chest feels. Does it feel open and relaxed? Or are you feeling any tension or tightness in your chest? How do your shoulders feel? Do they feel the same? Do they feel settled to the mat the same on both sides? Or does one shoulder feel a little more settled than the other or a little more rounded than the other? Just take note of anything that you're noticing from side to side of your shoulders. Can you feel your shoulder blades on your mat beneath you? And what are you noticing here? Does one shoulder blade feel a little heavier to the floor? Does one feel more lifted or rounded? Do you feel the same amount of pressure on both sides? Are you noticing any tension or discomfort anywhere in your chest, your shoulders, your arms, your hands? With your next breath, move your awareness to your mid, back, and belly, and take note of anything that you're sensing and feeling here. And then moving into your low back and pelvis with your next breath, how does your low back feel? Are you comfortable laying with your legs long? Are you sensing or feeling a tightness in your low back or any tension? Notice how your pelvis feels. Do you feel the same amount of pressure on both sides? Or does one side feel heavier or lighter? Notice how your legs feel coming into your pelvis. What are you sensing and feeling here? Do you feel the same from side to side, or does one side feel different? And if it does, why? What feels different? Are you noticing or feeling any tension or discomfort or tightness in your pelvis, in your legs? Notice how your legs feel from side to side. Do they feel the same weight? Do they feel the same length? Continue moving all the way down, taking note of anything that you're feeling. Moving all the way down through your ankles and feet. And we'll be starting this morning with our tilt and release exercise. I'll just remind you that that's one of the green exercises, so for our extensor muscles. So when you're ready, go ahead and bend your knees, bring your feet flat to the floor, and allow your arms to just stay long beside you. We're going to start on an inhale. So when you're ready, inhale, tilt your pelvis forward from the top, creating just a tiny little arch in your low back. And now as you exhale, begin to soften and release the contraction in your back. And continue to breathe, continue to release. And when you are back to neutral, rest. After you've had a moment of rest, we're going to repeat that one. I just want to remind you to stay in comfort and remind yourself that we don't need to do big movements for them to be effective. So maybe experiment with just a small, tiny little tilt this time and notice what you feel. So when you're ready, inhale, tilt your pelvis forward from the top, creating that small arch in your low back. Keep your awareness there as you exhale. Begin to release anything that you've contracted and continue to breathe and continue to release. Continue to soften into your mat. And when you've finished releasing everything you've contracted, rest. Let's repeat that one again. When you're ready, inhale, tilt your pelvis forward from the top, creating an arch in your low back. Your belly button will rise a little bit. Bring your awareness into your back, and as you exhale, begin to release as slow and smooth as you can. When you're back to neutral, rest. And we're going to do one more tilt. When you're ready, inhale, tilt your pelvis forward from the top, belly button rises, creating just a small arch in your low back. And now as you exhale, begin to release slowly with control and continue to breathe and release, softening at the end all the way back to neutral. And when you are back to neutral, rest. We're going to move into the flatten exercise next. This is for your flexor muscles. So this is a red exercise, which means we're going to be doing it on an exhale. So when you are ready, inhale to get to your exhale. Exhale, flatten your back down to the ground. Engage your abdominal muscles. And now bring your awareness to your stomach, and as you inhale, begin to release and continue to breathe as you continue to release. Slowly letting go of that contraction or all of the contractions that you've done to come into this movement. And when you are back to neutral, rest. Good, we're going to repeat that one again. This time I'm going to invite you to bring your hands up and place them on your belly. And just pay attention this time to what you're feeling from inside, but also what you're feeling under your hands as you go into this flatten. So when you're ready, inhale to get to your exhale. Exhale, flatten your back down to the ground, engaging your abdominal muscles. Think of bringing your ribs down and your hips up. Notice the contraction you can feel under your hands. As you inhale, slow as you can, begin to release and continue to breathe and continue to slowly, with control, release the contraction in the front of your body as you slowly return to neutral. When you're back to neutral, rest. Allow your arms to rest wherever they feel comfortable, or if you'd like to keep them on your belly, you can. We're going to repeat this one again. When you're ready, inhale to get to your exhale. Exhale, flatten your back down to the ground, engaging your abdominals, tucking your ribs down, bringing your hips up. And as you inhale, slowly with control, begin to release the contraction in the front of your body and continue to breathe as you continue to release. And when you're back to neutral, rest. Good, we're going to repeat that one more time when you're ready. Inhale to get to your exhale. Exhale, flatten your back down to the ground. Engage your abdominals. Bring your awareness to your belly. And now as you inhale, slowly begin to release. Continue to breathe as you continue to soften, slowly turning down the contraction that you turned on. And when you are back to neutral, rest. We're going to put these two movements together and we're going to flow between them. And today I'm going to add a little extra layer into this movement. We're going to add what we call rolling arms. I'm just going to describe to you first what your arms are going to be doing. When we go into the tilt, your arms will roll open so that your palms are facing up. When we go into the flatten, your arms are going to roll inward towards your body until the back of your hands are facing, or maybe they even will be touching your body, but you'll be gently squeezing your shoulders towards each other in front of you. So we're just going to add a little bit of upper body movement into our tilt and flatten sequence or flow. So when you're ready, inhale, tilt your pelvis. Your belly button will rise, your pelvis rolls forward from the top, and now roll your arms open so that your palms are facing up to the ceiling. Awareness in your back. As you exhale, begin to soften, slowly releasing the contraction in your back. Continue to breathe. And this time you're going to roll through neutral. When you're ready, on your next exhale, flatten your back down to the ground and roll your arms inward towards your body. Continue rolling them inward until the back of your hands are facing your body, and gently squeeze your shoulders towards each other in front of you. And now slowly as you inhale, release the contraction in your belly, and at the same time release the contraction in your chest. So really paying attention now to two parts of your body. As you slowly unwind your arms, slowly melt the contraction in your stomach and in your chest. And when you are back to neutral, rest. And we're going to do that one again. When you're ready. Inhale, tilt your pelvis forward from the top, your belly button rises, roll your arms open so your palms are facing up. Awareness in your back. As you exhale, slowly begin to release the contraction in the back of your body as slow and smooth as you can. Continue to breathe. Moving through neutral. On your next exhale, flatten your back down to the ground and roll your arms inward towards your body, gently squeezing your shoulders towards each other. And as you inhale, begin to soften and release the contraction in your stomach, the contraction in your chest. as you slowly, with control, return to neutral. When you're back to neutral, rest. We're going to repeat that flow one more time. When you're ready, inhale, tilt your pelvis forward from the top. Tailbone gently presses down. Roll your arms open so your palms are facing up. And this time, just gently press your shoulder blades down. Just a gentle little push of your shoulder blades to the floor. Awareness in your back as you begin to release. Continue to breathe as you soften everything you've contracted. Slowly, stay in control. Allow your arms to start to roll inward towards your body, and on your next exhale, flatten your back down to the ground. Continue rolling your arms inward. Gently squeeze your shoulders towards each other in front of you. Did you get a cramp in your back? Aha! Slowly melt. I'm sorry that happened to you, but it's a great teaching opportunity, everyone. So the instruction of pressing the shoulder blades down. Do you remember how yesterday we talked about the difference between a tilt and our arch? And do you remember me saying that if you include the upper back too quickly, for people who are a little bit green light, they will get a cramp in their back. We just had that happen. So shoulder blades, you're not going to press those down. You're not quite ready yet. Haven't released enough. Yeah. I'm glad that you listened to your body and stopped.
Whereas before, if it's a cramp, just work through it.
Right? I know. Same. And I also get the same cramp in almost the exact same spot. When you're back to neutral, take a moment of rest. And we are going to repeat that flow one more time. Make it nice and gentle. Remember to stay in comfort. When you're ready, inhale, tilt your pelvis forward from the top. Arms roll open so your palms are facing up. Awareness into your low back as you exhale. Begin to release the contraction in your pelvis and in your back. Slowly coming back to neutral. Continuing to breathe and moving through neutral. When you're ready, on your next exhale, flattening your back down to the ground. Continue to roll your arms inward towards your body. Gently squeeze your shoulders towards each other in front of you. And now as you inhale, slowly begin to release. Try to release in your chest first, maybe this time, and then start to release in your belly as well. Continue to breathe. Continue to release, challenging yourself to go as slow and smooth as you can. When you're back to neutral, rest. Once you've had a moment of rest, we're going to get ready to move into our arch and curl. Go ahead and bring your hands up now and place them behind your head. And we're going to keep the first one really small. In fact, we're going to call this a micro movement. So you're going to make this the smallest arch and curl flow that you ever have done. And Gladys, I'm going to just give you a couple pillows under your elbows today, and I want you just to see if it feels a little more comfy for you.
I just got to place something underneath the hips because it's not soft enough for the bones.
I wish I would have brought my other mat.
Well, that's okay. And I was going to bring mine too, and I completely forgot. But I'm going to double this up here, just to give me a little more cushion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you want to put this under too?
No, because then it's going to raise my pelvis up too high. Just something to cushion a little bit more there.
This one's way higher. There we go.
Maybe if you pull it out, you might not. Well,
All right. So super, super small. When you're ready, on your next inhale. Inhale, tilt your pelvis forward from the top. Belly button rises. Gently press your shoulder blades down to the floor. And now as you exhale, begin to release in your back and in your pelvis. Continue to breathe as you soften everything in your back. Moving through neutral. When you're ready, on your next exhale, flatten your back down to the ground. Engage your abdominals. And then bring your elbows together and gently lift your head and chest up into that tiny micro movement of a curl. And now as you inhale, begin to release in your belly as you lower your head. Slowly. Continue to breathe. When your head is rested, slowly begin to release in your chest, allowing your elbows to soften back down to the ground. If your elbows are already rested, take a moment to recontract them just a little bit. Lift those elbows back up, maybe just an inch, and then slowly begin to release again. When you feel them touching the floor or your pillows, continue to stay in control and soften all the way back to neutral. And then rest. We're going to repeat that one again. Please stay in comfort, honor your somas. When you're ready, inhale, tilt your pelvis forward from the top, gently press your shoulder blades down. Awareness in your back, and now as you exhale, begin to release and soften everything you've contracted in your back. Slowly with control. As you breathe, returning to neutral and moving through neutral. When you're ready, on your next exhale, flattening your back down to the ground, engaging your abdominals, bring your elbows together, gently lift your head and chest up into that curl. With awareness in the front of your body, inhale and begin to release. Slowly, with control, and continue to breathe. And pay attention, are you able to breathe and move fluidly together? Slowly letting your elbows soften. And again, taking the time to recontract if you feel any smas happening. If your elbows are already rested, lift them up another inch and do another slow, soft release in the chest. When you're back to neutral, make sure to rest. Gladys, is it okay if I help you with this one? I want to give you some load on it. So bring your elbows together again. A little bit more. A little bit more. Good hold. And now slow as you can. Slower. And rest. Good. We're going to repeat that flow one more time. Did you want that pad on or off?
No, it's just off. for
Okay,
now.
I was like, it's off.
I need
Okay.
the comfort.
So when you're ready, on your next inhale, tilting your pelvis forward from the top. Belly button rises, gently pressing your shoulder blades down to the floor. Now as you exhale, begin to release everything you've contracted. Slowly melting in your back, continuing to breathe and soften. And when you are back to neutral, move right through, and on your next exhale, flatten your back down to the ground. Engage your abdominal muscles. Bring your elbows together. Gently lift your head and chest. Bring your awareness to the front of your body, and as you inhale, begin to release. Slowly pay attention to what you're feeling in your abdominal muscles as you lower your head. And when your head is resting, pay attention to what you're feeling in your chest as you slowly allow your arms and elbows to melt back down to neutral. When you're back to neutral, take a moment to lift your elbows up again, just another inch or two, and then slowly release in your chest. Make sure to rest when you're back to neutral. And in this moment of rest, just take a moment to notice what you're feeling, what you're sensing. After you've had a moment of rest, you'll slowly bring your arms out from behind your head. Bring them down long beside you or wherever they feel comfortable. Then slowly lengthen one leg at a time. Slowly coming back into our Soma scan position. And start to bring your awareness.
Yesterday's exercise.
Oh, is it?
Tight. Not quite ready to release, I guess, what it is.
Well, I'm glad you're going to be here for another 4 days. So start to bring your awareness back to your breath again. Breathing in through your nose. Breathing out through your nose or your mouth, whichever feels more comfortable. But I do love to encourage a nice, almost like an obnoxious exhale at the end. So nice big inhale. Notice what's changed in your body with your breath. Do you feel more space for your breath? Do you feel more movement happening in your torso with your breath? Does your breathing feel more easeful? How does your head feel on the floor now compared to what you were feeling when we started? Does your head feel lighter? Were you noticing if your head maybe felt tilted or pulled more to one side, and has that changed? Does your face and your jaw feel more relaxed? Is there any tension there still that you can let go of? Moving to your chest and your shoulders. What are you feeling and sensing here? Does your chest feel more open? Does it feel more relaxed? Do your shoulders feel more balanced? Can you feel your shoulder blades on the ground beneath you, and has anything changed here? Do your shoulder blades feel more balanced now? Notice how your arms and your hands feel. Again, comparing, taking note of anything that feels different, anything that's changed. Coming back into your torso as you take your next breath. Really pay attention to what you're feeling in your mid, back, and belly as you take your next inhale and exhale. Does it feel different? Are you breathing deeper? Do you feel more relaxed and settled with your breath? Moving down into your low back and your pelvis. Do you feel more comfortable laying with your legs long now? Does your pelvis feel more balanced and even? I asked you to check in with what you were feeling for pressure in your pelvis into the floor from side to side. Does it feel different now? Has the pressure and where you're feeling it, has it changed? How do your legs feel? Has anything changed here? I asked you to notice if one leg felt heavier or lighter or longer, more turned in, more turned out. What are you noticing now? Do your legs feel more balanced and even? Continue moving down through your legs, taking note of anything that's changed, anything that feels different. And then if you'd like to repeat after me, either out loud or within your own mind's eye, my soma is relaxing. My soma is relaxed. And when you're ready, without rushing, you'll roll to your side, taking your time, coming up to sitting, and we'll have a little bit of feedback.